Hi, I'm Steve Aiken with Aiken Mortgage, and I want to talk to you about the biggest mistake buyers are making today. Let's look at today's environment. First of all, inflation has caused rates to shoot up into the 6.5%, 7%, even 7.5% range. It costs more per month to buy a home due to the higher rates, and the real estate market has slowed down from where it was. And the biggest mistake buyers are making is they're sitting on the sidelines. But buyers are sitting on the sidelines for three key reasons. If you're a buyer sitting on the sidelines, reason number one for you might be you don't want to buy until rates come back down. Reason number two might be you don't want to buy because home values are going to drop. Reason number three might be you don't want to buy now and refinance later because you're unsure about where rates are headed. But those three reasons could equal three big mistakes that will cost you thousands. Here's why. Reason number one, you don't want to buy until rates come back down. And it's okay to wait because home appreciation doesn't happen during periods of 6 to 9%. Well, let's look at the history of mortgage interest rates. You see, before 9/11, rates were consistently above 7%. I was lending then, and I tell you, if I could get you a rate below 7, you were ecstatic. Tons of people were buying homes. Then 9/11 happened, the economy took a hit, and they had to lower interest rates to keep everything going. Same thing happened in 2007 with the housing meltdown. They had to lower rates to keep the economy afloat, and again with COVID. So we've gotten used to low interest rates, but really, prior to 9/11, interest rates were consistently above 7%. So let's look at rates and appreciation. You can see right here, rates between 92 and 2002 were consistently between 6.5 and 9.5. And appreciation down here, well, it came in at 4.1% average over that period of time. Let's look at an example of $500,000 home. You buy it today, and 4.1% over 2 years equals $40,000. So that home in 2 years is going to sell for $540,000. And if you wait 2 years for everything to come back in order, well, you will have lost $40,000. Let's look at reason number two. You don't want to buy now because home values are going to drop. The market has been so hot, it has to go back down. Maybe that's what you're thinking. Not true. Value is and always will be based on supply and demand. So, value is determined by supply and demand measured by the number of months of inventory on the market, and a balanced market is 6 months. We're at 3 months today. There's still not enough inventory for all the buyers who want to buy. Why is that? Well, let's look at the demand side, number of buyers. One thing you can't change is the number of births. Here we are, the births in the US, and you can see right there, right around 58, 59, we had a peak of births called the baby boomers. And guess what? 30 years later, we had a boom in the housing market because they had kids and they wanted a house in a good school district with a good neighborhood and a yard for all their kids. And today we're seeing the same thing. The millennial wave happened about 30 years ago, and right now they're having kids, and they want those kids in good school districts, in a good neighborhood, to create memories that'll last a lifetime. And those buyers, those millennials, will do whatever it takes, 7%, 8%, to get their kids into a good school district. Let's look at the supply, the number of homes. It takes about 1.2 million homes built per year to increase the supply enough to meet the demand of the millennials. And we've got an inventory shortfall right now of about 1 to 1.5 million. Why is that? Because from 1990, give or take, up to 2007, builders built homes and they way went over what we needed for inventory, up to 1.6 million. And then we had the housing crash of 2007, and that inventory dropped, and home builders started building only 500,000 homes a year. A lot of them went out of business. Slowly but surely, we've been climbing back out, but we still are below 1 million homes each year being added to the inventory, and it's going to take us about 3 years for those builders to catch up to what we need to meet the demand of the millennials. So let's go to the reason number three. You don't want to buy now and refinance later because you're unsure about where rates are headed. Well, long-term rates always follow inflation. Here's rates versus inflation. You have the Fannie Mae 30-year fixed rates, and you have the core PCE inflation number. That is what the Fed uses to determine inflation. So you can see the core PCE as it went down. Fannie Mae 30-year rates went down. And we've gotten used to that. Now that inflation has skyrocketed back up, guess what's happened to interest rates? And you can take this chart all the way back as far as you want and you will see the same relationship. So let's look at what the Fed's going to do with inflation. Current inflation right now, we're just below 5%. And guess what? The Fed's target is 2%. And they have committed to do anything and everything to get inflation back down to that 2% level. So inflation's going to drop, long-term mortgage rates are going to drop. I want to review with 4 key points. 1, appreciation happens even during a period of 6% to 9% rates. You will lose thousands of dollars by sitting on the sidelines. Number 2, there's still not enough homes to house the wave of millennials. Home values won't go back down until inventory catches up with demand and exceeds it. Once it catches up, if we stay in equilibrium, home values will still appreciate, but at a very slight rate like 3%. Number 3, rates will follow inflation and they will drop as Fed hits their target. You can refinance in the next 18 to 24 months easily. Date the rate, marry the house. And a Be Smart bonus. The market slowdown gives you the opportunity to buy without having to fight off multiple offers and bid way over ask in order to buy the home you want. If you wait like everybody else is waiting, when everybody gets ready and rates are right and the market stabilizes and all this stuff and all the fear goes out of the market, everybody is going to be rushing to buy homes and you're going to be in the same position everyone was last year, having to make multiple offers on multiple homes and bid way over ask to get the home you want. If you're smart, you're the buyer that takes advantage of today's market. Even though the rates are a little bit higher, you get the home you want. You don't have to bid over market, and then you refinance in 18 to 24 months. So if I can help you, please give me a call at this number or email me. I would love to talk to you about your personal situation. No charge. Take care.